Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick from Kizar TCG here, back with another video. This is going to be my first place Tenpai Dragon deck profile. I've been playing this deck since the release of LEDE Legacy of Destruction, and I have topped every single tournament that I have entered with it, every locals that I've gone to across multiple different local game shops, LGSs. I have gotten either first, second, or third place in the 8 tournaments that I've played in since the release, and this is my third first place with the deck, so I wanted to show you my most recent updated deck profile for it. So getting into the main deck, of course, we're going to have the standard Tenpai Dragon lineup, which is triple Pydra, triple Chundra, triple Fadra. You guys know what these cards do. I don't really need to explain them. This one's the battle damage negation one, this one's the battle destruction negation one, and this one is probably the best one just to have in and of itself, because this one just loses to Ash Blossom. For the other monsters, we have triple Kashtira Fenrir and triple Bestial, 2 Magnemite, 1 Druid Worm. In my opinion, these are the best 6 non-engine in the deck. These have worked so well for me across the entirety of every tournament I have entered. I have played Kashtira Fenrir in every list I've played. I have not played 3 Bestials in every list. This is something new I'm trying out, and it has worked 100 times out of 100. It's so good against all of the worst matchups against this deck. It's really good against Yubel. It's really good against Voiceless Voice. It's really good against Snake Eyes. Any one of these plus like Valor or Imperm is crazy, because when they go for their Flameburge play, if they already made Apo, you just go Bestial, they chain Apo, then you Imperm them. With 2 hand traps, you've taken away 90% of their end board, which is insane. I really, really love the Bestials. For the hand traps, we have triple Ash, triple Ogre, triple Valor, and triple Imperm. We're just playing 12 in the main deck. You could consider something over Ogre. You can consider Mourner, possibly, if that is your cup of tea. I currently like Ogre. The thing with Ogre is Ogre feels really bad if it's your only hand trap, which is kind of unfortunate. Sometimes that's like the only one you see. Ogre plus another hand trap does feel a lot better, but in this instance, sometimes you just open Ogre and you're sad about it. So that's something that might go to Mourner. There's not a lot of Tenpai at all of the locals I go to. I have 4 different LGSs in my area, which I am super, super blessed with, which is fantastic. So shout outs to all 4 of those. But for right now, this is the hand trap lineup I'm working with. I might change the Ogre to Mourner. Triple Sengen Summoning, triple Sengen Kaiman, and then 2 more ways to search Sengen Summoning. I really like set rotation for a couple of reasons. Number 1 is obviously it's another way to Sengen Summoning, and number 2, it kind of forces interaction in certain decks. So there are several Runic Stun players as well as Runic Combo players, the locals I go to, and Snake Eye, which the field spell is very important for the opponent's turn in both of those decks. So being able to set rotation, give them a field spell, turning off theirs is really, really important for a lot of strategies that really rely on their field spell. So that's why I like it. I'm going to continue to test it out. I'm a big fan. Last cards for the main deck are triple Prosperity and 2 Lightning Storm. This is the only thing I might consider like really cutting for something else. Lightning Storm has felt really underwhelming in most situations, as well as it conflicting with the Bestials. So playing 3 Fenrir that already conflict with the Bestials on my opponent's turn, I don't know if I want to play 2 more additional ones. This might get relegated to the side deck for some other hand traps, possibly Dimension Shifter in the main, because Shifter is like just the fucking best card in the game. I don't care what anyone says, that card is disgustingly good. On for the extra deck, double Heraldic Seals, Striker Dragon, and SP. I do not play the full Fire Link package. I feel like it just doesn't come up in all of my testing. These 2 are new. I've always played at least one of these. Actually, I should say these 3 are new, because I'm now testing out just the 4 links, and it's been fine, honestly. If I get deburied, I get deburied. I probably wasn't OTKing unless I had like 3 guys in hand anyways, which a lot of time you just simply don't have. So honestly, I really have not missed the Fire Link package at all. For the 7s, we have the 2 Yubel outs, which is the Cyber's Quantum Dragon and Samurai Destroyer. These guys are just fine. They're very good guys. I don't know why people don't play more of this guy. He's like really crazy. So when he attacks, he can bounce whatever he's attacking, and then he can make another attack in a row. So he's like removal plus additional damage, which is crazy. Samurai Sword, obviously, he's like a really good one for the Yubel outs. Meteor Burst Dragon, when you can only make a level 7 to go into the battle phase, prevents them from monster effects. QE Belt, pop on summon, which is great. Black Rose is Black Rose, and then Ruddy Rose is Ruddy Rose. Ruddy Rose is kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna cut this card, but I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna keep testing it. For the dragons, we got all the boys here. I do play double Transcendent. because I don't want to get it yoinked by a Kashtira unicorn. I'd rather them just take the one Trident Dragion. Honestly, I'd probably cut the Ruddy Rose and play a second Trident Dragion, because like Snake Eye lists are now playing Unicorn. Sometimes they end on it. Obviously there are cash players in my area that just play Unicorn. Sometimes they end on it. It is what it is. So that's why I'm playing double Trident Dragion. And I just want to say a huge shout out to my buddy Josiah. I am doing what Konami asked us to do and asking a friend. He had this for Edison format, so huge shout out to him for letting me borrow his Transcendent Dragion for the last like 8 weeks that I've been playing this deck. And finally, onto the side deck, we have Triple Dimension Shifter. This card is almost main deck worthy. This card is absolutely insane every time I play it. Double Santa Claus. Only reason I'm really playing this is because there are some Pearly players in my area. This is probably going to get cut. I mean, if they end on Pearly, Noir, or the Fuchio, whatever his name is, little bird that some Snake Eye players are playing, you're just kind of sad about it. There's really nothing you can do outside of kaijuing it, so that's why I am playing Santa Claus. 1200 attack, summons and defense, can summon more than one. That's the only reason I'm playing this over kaijus. Triple Heat Wave. I know a lot of people are cutting this card, but this literally FTKs the mirror. You know you're going second, or you're going first when you're playing against the mirror game too, so like why not play a card that says they don't get to interact? They're gonna pass it to you and it's like you're going second. One Rivalry. This card's good in literally every situation that they're not playing a same pipe deck. One Harpy's Feather Duster, because it's Harpy's Feather Duster. We have triple Crossout and one D-Barrier. I'm still trying to find like the anti-monkey technology to be able to stop getting D-Barriered, and Crossout is probably, in my opinion, the best one. I don't think we've figured out anything other than that. Please, John Konami, can you unban Red Reboot for me? That'd be fantastic. And then one Kawaki Mirror Draco. It's the guy you summon off of Heretic Seals when you're going into matchups like Yubel. You can summon it into Voiceless Voice. Any light dark deck is honestly fine. So that is going to be it for my deck profile. If you guys have any questions or comments down below, please ask them. Whatever you guys want to see in the future, please let me know. I am a huge fan of this deck. This is honestly one of the most like fun decks I've been playing, and I know like Tenpai Dragon and fun doesn't really go in the same sentence together, but over the last like 8 years I've been playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a really enjoyable deck for me personally, but this is also probably the easiest deck I've ever played in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck requires like little to no thought. Like the only time you're really thinking is like what you're hand trapping. Outside of that, when you're just playing the engine, you're doing like the same thing every time. You really don't have to put much brain power into it. Why would you play Snake Eye at locals where you have to do fucking Cold Fusion to do your combos when you can just play Tenpai Dragon? But thank you guys for watching. Shoutouts to all my local game stores. I'm gonna say them now. So it's Dragon Knight Games in Kingston, Dragon Master Games in Kingston, Pennsylvania, I should say. Dragon Master Games in Binghamton, New York. Adventure Games in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And we have Sword in the Stone in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So shouts to the 4 locals in my area. Really big fan of having so much variety and 4 places to play with less than an hour drive in between them. So shouts to those. Shouts to all of the homies as well that I've been playing with and testing with over the last couple weeks. And again, shout out to my boy Josiah for letting me borrow this. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.